Hey folks, let's learn something new about the oil and gas industry, shall we? All right, today's show, we're gonna talk about 3 things you should never do, so don't do this. Here's the first one.
All right, folks, this is one of those things I just hate to see. Don't do this. This guy, obviously, he meets me at API luncheon, and the same day he fires me off this email. A couple of things to notice. First thing, see the different font size here, 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 and here? Obviously, this is boiler. This is cut and paste. He put no thought into this. And then he didn't even pay attention to what I did or didn't even do any research on me, because right here he starts talking about how the oil and gas industry can't work if the costs continue to rise, and that cost is a big driver. And that's not true. He forgets he's talking to the oil and gas sales expert. So, do your research. And then, 2 pages of him basically telling me why I should want to meet with him instead of him asking me if I have any problems he can help me solve. And then finally, just to make it even more evident that this was a cut and paste job, his signatures are in here twice, and he sends me a PowerPoint deck. People, don't do this. This is not what professional salespeople do.
And then the next one.
All right, so here's another one I see quite often. And let me tell you a little story about this. So this company reached out to me via email and asked if I was interested in talking about a Google AdWords campaign. And I said yes. And what happened? Did they set up a meeting to discuss my needs, my desired outcomes and budgets, or even a phone call? No. The next day, they lobbed this proposal over the fence. And this is just almost absurd. At least they went to my website because they lifted my logo off of it. But if you go through this proposal, what it is them telling me why I should want to do business with them. Nowhere in here is anything about me. And then this is my favorite part. In the proposal, they gave me costs, and they gave me 3 different options. You know what that tells me? That tells me that this is what they're thinking. Mark, we don't know anything about you. We don't know anything about your business. We don't know what your budget is. In fact, we're going to give you 3 options and hope that we guess right, and you can pick one of those and you'd actually pay for it. I mean, this is actually absurd. And what's so funny about this is I actually am very interested in a Google AdWords campaign. I get tons of inbound leads. I get more inbound leads than I know what to do with. So I want to improve the quality of those leads. And nowhere in here do they talk about lead quality. So folks, be a professional salesperson. Figure out what is troubling your client before you even start thinking about a proposal. And when you do a proposal, work on it together with your client. That way they have active buy-in and you get feedback immediately if things are priced incorrectly or if you're missing features or functionality. And when you're finished, your client helped you build that proposal. So of course they're going to want to sign it. So folks, don't do this.
And finally, I've saved the best for last. Listen to this voicemail.
Hi, David. My name is Andrew Moss, and I'm a financial representative at Northwestern Mutual. I'm also a Franklin Marshall alum. So the purpose of my call is to set up a time when we can meet. I can tell you more about what I do and what my company does. So please give me a call back and let me know when you'll be available. My number is 215-680-3479.
Can you believe that call? He did everything wrong. First thing, he immediately moved to the fact that he wanted to set up a meeting. And what was the meeting about? He wanted to tell this guy what he did and what his company did. Nobody's going to accept that. So folks, don't do these 3 things.